Hello and welcome back. I'm Megan.
And I'm Will.
And we are the Clark Team, Florida. And today we're going to be talking about what your buyer's agent should be doing for you while you're looking around at the houses that you want to see, going on these home tours. We're going to be looking at some other things besides the paint colors, the countertops, and where the TV is going to go.
Give you some insight as to what we're looking at. So you don't have to.
Yeah. So let's get right into it.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so when we're working with a buyer, we're going to gather all their criteria and what they're going to be using the property for in order to really kind of find an area as to where we're going to start looking.
So we're going to ask them questions like, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, is this like your house? Like you're going to live there?
Primary residence? Is it a long-term rental, a short-term rental?
What do you want to do with the place?
Yeah, and where do you want to be close to? Do you want to be close to the beach? Do you want to be close to shopping? Do you want to be closer to certain schools, or do you want to be close to nothing?
And everybody has different criteria.
Yes.
So we tailor each search for you and your needs.
Yes.
Some people just go at it on their own, and you can.
Yeah.
I mean, the Zillows and the realtors and like everything that we put into the MLS winds up online super duper quick. So you can see a lot of what we see.
Yeah, I think sometimes people even look for the house before they figure out what else is around it.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like, let me find a house that I really like, and then we'll go from there.
Right. Cart before the horse.
Yeah.
So we're here to kind of like bring you back down and be like, all right, well, cool. You found a house you love. Have you thought of your criteria?
Yeah.
Because we have, and we know about you, and we know what you're looking for, and let's discuss the school zone, or let's discuss the zoning laws, or the amenities, or, by the way, you're an hour from Publix, which no place
is an hour from Publix
in the entire state of Florida.
Yes, or how far away is work?
Right.
What's your commute time? That's a big one for a lot of people.
Right.
And so that's just getting our criteria and us trying to figure out where we're going to start our search. But then let's talk about,
I want to talk about the search real quick.
Yeah.
Because sure, you can look at Zillow, Realtor, Redfin, whatever you want. There's a ton of ways. You can find the houses out there too, forsalebyowner.com even. And yep, I think so. Check it out.
Okay.
And then Zillow will also post FSBOs as well. However, and it's not to say there's a ton of them, but we do find off-market deals. We either know what you're looking for and we know where those exist and we can door knock, believe it or not, and talk to people. Would you ever consider selling your house? We know somebody that wants to move into this neighborhood. Or we partake in our own company's property exchange, which is like, hey, I've got a client thinking about selling. Here's what they got. And I've got a client thinking about buying. Here's what they want. And we talk to other agents too at other companies. So these are ways that we're finding you a place that you're not going to find online. All right, go on.
Excellent.
What else?
So after we nail down your area, we're going to start looking at houses and going on home tours. And that's where it gets really interesting.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Everyone gets all excited.
Everyone loves a home tour.
Jazzed up.
I love a home tour. I love going to look at homes.
No matter what your budget, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't care. We don't discriminate.
I love all the homes. All of the homes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So when we're looking at a house, what are some things that we are going to be looking at while the potential buyer, potential owner is looking at where the TV is going to go, the paint colors on the wall, the countertop?
Well, first, before we even get to the house, right, we're taking it all in on the way. And that's one of the great things about there being two of us. I drive, and she doesn't.
No.
She can.
I do.
But I've never seen it happen.
Sometimes.
So while I'm driving, she's looking around, and we're looking at the streets. We're looking at the yards,
the upkeep of
other
the neighborhood,
houses, the
neighborhood. And depending on if it's an HOA or not, when you're not in an HOA,
did the gate work?
It's not regulated, so you kind of get a mix of people who really love taking care of their homes and people who don't.
Yeah, for better or worse.
So
we're looking at all that too. Oh, you mentioned it.
What did I
when
mention?
we were talking about this before. The streets, what street you're living on. You found the best house it meets all your criteria, checks all the boxes, but we want to let you know it's on a cut-through street.
Yeah.
Like this is the road that everyone uses to get through your neighborhood.
Yeah.
After and before work or whatever, and you're going to be miserable living here.
Yeah. Your kids are not going to be playing in the front yard.
Or maybe that
safely.
doesn't matter to you, right? We're just going to let you know.
Maybe you don't have kids. and you don't care.
Yeah, maybe you hate kids,
We're just,
and that's fine
oh
too.
my God. We're just going to let you know, though.
Okay.
So, obviously, first impressions of the neighborhood, and then first impression of the house.
Yeah.
The curb appeal.
Yeah.
Because whether or not they took care of the outside and took some time to landscape to make it look nice upon arrival is going to kind of tell us whether or not they took care of the home on the inside.
Yeah.
And its major components.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's profiling.
No, well, is it? I don't think it is.
No, everything that we're about to say is going to be offensive. No, some of it might be. If you're selling a house, look, just take care of your stuff, right? And if you don't, we're going to think that your whole house is trashed and it's just all garbage.
Say it's trash
I'm
and it's
kidding.
garbage.
I'm kidding.
I would just say
We're going to say, look,
I'm really sorry, but this isn't the house for us.
the mailbox is moldy. The house is probably...
Our mailbox is moldy, babe.
Within the house. The house is great. The mailbox says nothing about the house. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
But you weren't. So we're going to look at the curb appeal, the first impressions, the paint job, the landscaping. This is all as we walk up to the house. Does the ridge line of the roof run straight, or does it sag?
Oh, yes.
Like an old horse's
back. Or is there like a saggy
back?
part of the roof? Or is there a tree touching the roof?
Yes.
Because that can cause some damage.
It can.
Yeah. It can. Hopefully it doesn't, but it could.
Did you know, cut back the vegetation from your house. Don't let vegetation touch houses. And here's why. Even if it's a tree way up high or a bush way down low, it brings bugs. It brings rats.
Rodents.
It brings...
a lot of falling pine cones and pine needles that get into your gutters.
Yes.
And, it's a pain.
It brings bad luck, too.
So I've heard.
It will bring 10 years of bad luck every time a branch touches your house. Write that down.
Write that down. Okay. Write that down. All right. Got it.
Okay, so we're in the house.
We're in the house. First things first, how does it smell?
I'm a realist.
Yeah. You're a real estate agent.
Ooh.
No.
First things first. I'm a real estate agent. Stupid.
Okay, so the first things first, we get in and we are going to, how does it smell? Like, how does the house smell?
It smells like cat pee.
Does it smell like...
That might be good for investors.
It might be. But if you want to make this your long time home, or you're looking for a short-term rental, you're going to have to get that smell out. But we're also thinking of like moldy smells.
Yeah.
We're thinking of, sometimes it smells too good and you're like,
what are you covering?
what are you covering up? Why are these...
It smells like a Glades factory.
Yeah. Like, let's turn those off and see what it really smells like. So we're looking at all those things.
Musky.
Yeah.
You don't want it to smell musky.
No.
Or is it musty?
Most.
I think those are both adjectives.
Yeah, that you don't want it to smell
You
like.
don't want your house to smell like either one of those adjectives. Musky or musty.
Yes.
Or did you know, you might have known,
I don't know.
Teslas don't have a new car smell. They have an Elon Musk.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Damn it. Well.
Okay, so the smell of your house says a lot about you.
Not about you, but
well,
just about
the house that you're buying.
Yes.
Well, so logically, the smell of your house has said a lot about you.
Yeah.
Because it's somebody's house.
Right. I mean, is it clean? Is it not? Did you take care of your pet mess? Did you let it soak into the hardwood floors?
Did you smoke cigs?
Did you smoke cigs inside?
Is it all yellow? And
Yeah, because we've seen that too. All the white stuff turns yellow over time.
we're looking up.
Oh.
That's another thing. We're looking up.
We were getting there.
Where are you looking?
You're getting a little...
I'm getting ahead of the notes.
You're getting ahead of the game.
Let's get back to the notes.
Smells and feels. If it is not on a I feel the vibe.
You
the
feel
vibe
the
is
aura
going.
of the...
No. Like, are the floors bouncy? Are there creaky sounds? Are there broken tiles? Are there hollow tiles?
Oh, is the floor crooked? Do you
Yes.
feel like you're in a fun house?
Yeah.
If you put a beer can down on one side of the living room, does it roll to the other side?
Or a Diet Coke can.
If so, you might be buying a boat. That would happen in a boat.
Okay. Enough with the dad jokes.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, we're also looking at whether or not it is a flip.
Has the house been flipped?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Has the house been flipped?
Has it been lived in?
Has it been lived in?
By a family?
By a family for 28 years.
Yes.
Because
or a family of raccoons and been abandoned.
Oh my gosh.
There's all sorts of houses. You
I
laugh.
know. But what I'm talking about is a flip. So when houses are flipped, sometimes they can go with the bulk construction grade, contractor grade.
Economy, bought in bulk.
And then it's just going to look the same as every flipped house in that neighborhood, you know? So sometimes they take put a little more character into it, a little more love.
Money.
Yeah.
More money.
More money. That's accurate.
I mean, the nicer things with a little more character and desire are they're going to cost more.
Yeah.
So if you're buying a flip, how has it been flipped? Properly?
Yeah.
By contractors or by like some
a DIY?
Like, I got it.
Yeah.
Some YouTube
How is it
weekend
finished?
warrior.
Is it like, you know, are the nail holes filled in? Are the baseboards wonky?
Did they do their best?
Go to the wall?
Did they do their best and caulk the rest?
Yeah.
Or are they like true craftsmen and like
they really cared?
The ish is done correctly.
Oh, and you know what? Speaking of flips, because, you know, everybody wants to take down walls these days.
Oh, yeah.
Use of space.
How does it flow?
Because there's
feng
plenty
shui?
of times where you walk in and it's huge open concept and you have this room.
And your first impression is going to be like, this is great. It's open
amazing.
concept.
It's open concept.
Well, it was built in the 80s and it wasn't supposed to be.
Right.
So
then you get your furniture in there and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do with this awkward space? This is
misshapen.
Yes. Like, why do I have two dining areas?
The kitchen kind of, splits this giant gymnasium.
Yes.
You could put a basketball hoop on that side and a living room set up on this side.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does though.
Work. Yeah. Maybe it's a bachelor pad and you want to do like a ping pong table in that space.
You
know, I mean.
The arcade system.
Yeah. Maybe it's an Airbnb and you want to like set up. It might work for you.
Got my flight simulator set up in the corner here.
I would
have that room. I'd prefer it in an own room, not open bay.
Whatever.
But
you would take it.
I would take it. It's like, it's 14,000 square feet. That's what we were looking at. You know, that's actually bigger than we wanted. Well, it sucks because it's all there's
you
2
can't
bedrooms.
Do with it. Yes. And this really weird bedroom that steps down, but it doesn't have a closet, so it's really not technically a bedroom.
Why does this bedroom not have a closet?
I'm so confused.
That's a garage.
Yes.
The garage door's on the outside, but on the inside, it's just a wall.
Yeah. We've seen that. Yeah. So anyway, moving on. We're also going to look at your appliances. We're going to look at the brand of the appliances.
Viking.
Yes.
Wolf.
Yes.
Yes.
Those, yes.
But there's nothing wrong with Whirlpool and Frigidaire.
No, there's not. Absolutely not. And the condition of them, though. Like, if you have a nice stainless steel fridge, but it's got dents all over it, or the door doesn't open all the way because it's not the right depth for the counters.
Yeah, the door opens into the cabinet.
Opens into the cabinet, and now it's
dented.
dented.
You have a brand new. We've seen it's got
the
new tags on it. Stickers still on it.
The blue stuff is still on it,
and it looks like it
dented.
just came out like it fell off a truck.
Yeah,
it rolled down the highway
just because of misplacement,
or just scratch and dent cheap stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's true too.
Yeah, that is. Which is fine, and some people don't care.
Or a house has been lived in, and the oven hasn't been cleaned since the day it was bought.
Oh, clean your ovens.
Clean your ovens.
Clean your ovens.
Before you sell your house.
Before you sell your house, get it professionally cleaned.
Before you sell your house, call us.
Yeah, call us, and we'll make sure.
We'll take care of everything.
We'll make sure it gets taken care of.
It'll be another video too, I think.
Yeah, it will. So, the appliances, the brands, the conditions, and then we're going to just look at the general condition of the home inside interiors.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if they did have pets can wreak havoc on your home. We have pets. We love them. But, gosh, they can be a pain when it comes to the maintenance of door jambs and baseboards and the flooring in the yard.
Carpets.
The carpets, especially if you have carpets, yeah. We're going to also look at all of the major components. And we're not inspectors, but we've been through a few inspections and we know what they're going to be looking at, and we know what's going to need to pass in order for you to get insurance if you're financing the property, or if you're doing any type of special financing like VA, FHA, anything like that. They're even more stringent on the condition. Sorry. So
let me talk about the 4 points. Your 4-point inspection. The 4 points of your house are roof, plumbing, HVAC, and electrical. To insure a property, you must have a satisfactory 4-point inspection. Each one of those systems must be in satisfactory condition. Boom. That was a YouTube short right there.
That was. It could have been.
Or a reel.
You know, I'll cut it and we'll do a YouTube short too.
Boop. So, with the roof, real quick, ready? I'm going to go lightning speed.
Yeah, do it.
With the roof, has it been re-roofed? Are there signs of obvious damage? Like I said, when we're walking up, does the ridge line have like this old horse back, like a broken farm horse is what I'm talking about. Are there stains in the ceiling indicating a roof might be leaking? What's the roof made of? Is it tile? Is it shingle?
Is it metal?
It architectural shingle? Is it 3-tab? Is it metal?
Oh my gosh.
We're going to go into all of this.
Who knew there was
and then based
so
on
many?
what it's made of, how old is it? Because they all have a service life. And the insurance companies think it's about half what it actually is anyway. Another video. Yeah. Plumbing. Has the house been repiped? What's the current state of the current plumbing? Is it copper? Is it PEX? Is it PVC?
Is it cast iron?
Is it cast iron? Is there any cast iron in the house? Are there any active water leaks? Does it have a water pump? Are you pumping water from a well? What's the condition of the well? Is there a water softener or water treatment system? What's the age on that? All these things are extremely expensive to repair or replace, right? So we're going to work this into the price of your offer if they're janky.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yes.
Is there a septic?
Yes.
Has it been pumped out? What type is it?
What type is it?
Is it aerobic?
Ooh.
Do you have 2 tanks, black and gray? I didn't know that was a thing. There are 2 tank systems out there. The HVAC, the age and condition of all the HVAC components to include the air compressor outside. Is it sucking grass and dirt up? Is there an ant bed? Is it rusty? What's
it making some weird sounds?
Air handler looking like? Oh, is there water leaking out of the air handler's filter across the floor?
True.
That might be an indication of something. And then the electrical. Again, age and condition of everything. What's the age? What's the condition? What type of wires do you have? Do you have aluminum? Are there aluminicons? Can we transfer that? How's the breaker box look? How's the meter look? How's the main look? How many amps do you have come to the house? Come on.
Are there GFCI outlets everywhere they're supposed to be?
And where are they supposed to be? We know. Anyway, those are the 4 points. They're extremely important. You have to have a house with a passing 4-point inspection to get insurance. If you're buying cash, it don't matter.
No, unless you want to insure it, and then obviously you have to have a
4-point inspection.
4-point inspection.
Correct. That's my spiel.
Okay.
Back to you, Marge.
Back to me. Okay. So just to recap, we're going to look at the area, what your criteria is, what your property use is, and then the first impression, the outside, and then the inside. And then we're going to just kind of take it from there. Look at all the major components, the appliances, all that type of stuff, right, Will? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. And and then we're going to basically come back with all that information in order to provide you with everything you need to make the appropriate offer. Because another thing we're going to do is we're going to compare it to all the houses.
Hey.
I
got a baby. Keep going.
Okay. We're going to compare it to all the houses in the market nearby. We're going to look at what they sold for, if they're listed, how long they've been on the market. And we're even going to look at that for the house you're looking at. How long has it been on the market? And if it's been on longer than average, why? A million reasons why. It might have fallen out of finance. Buyers might have got cold feet. I mean, there's so many reasons that...
It might be listed way too high.
It might be listed way too high. I mean, there's so many reasons that it stays on the market longer than it should.
We're
not going to list the reasons, but there's a lot of
There's a lot of them.
So we're going to look at that, and then we're going to come back and tell you what fair market value, in our opinion, is for that house, considering all the things that we looked at, all the things that we saw, and your use of the home. Pretty much everything.
We're looking for red flags, and we're the best out there. We're going to do it. No. We're really good at our jobs. We love what we do. But we've been buyers before, right? And we've worked with other agents before we got into real estate. And like literally some agents,
they don't do any of this.
Open the door.
Yeah.
They meet you there and they open the front door.
So make sure that you get some good agents that are going to do the work for you. Put in the work.
Yeah. Shut the front door and find a real agent.
That's right.
And when you hire us, you only pay for one of us.
Yes.
But you get 2.
You get 2. It's a BOGO.
We're a BOGO.
Yeah. So don't have FOMO.
Get the BOGO. This is the Clark team. ClarkTeamRE.com.
That's right.
Like share, subscribe, share, notify.
Comment.
DM.
And follow us on Instagram if you don't, because you're missing some good stuff.
And
YouTube.
Should we publish this into a podcast? Would you listen to this on the go? When these videos start getting too long, because I start talking too much,
Yeah, you talk a lot.
maybe
like right
you'll
now.
need to listen like while you're cutting the grass.
Yeah.
Or driving to work.
So anyway, it's been real, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, he's saying bye.
Bye.
You can't see him, but he's waving his hand. Say bye.